with me, come and see all the wonders there will be in my stories, in my songs, in everything where fun belongs. We'll meet heroes, giants bold, visit lands both hot and cold, have magic tricks to shiver your skin, laughs galore with animals in our world of fun. Pied Piper hums.
Have you ever stopped to think that toys may have a life of their own? You don't think they do, eh? Well, they have in story. Our tale today is about a little tin soldier who had more adventures in one day than most people have in their whole lives. He was a small tin soldier and had been given as a Christmas present to a little boy who wasn't too pleased.
Why, it doesn't move. There isn't even a place to wind it up.
Give it to me, then. I've got a ballerina doll that can't do anything either. She just stands there. This silly soldier can guard my doll.
All right. I'm going to play with my wind-up soldiers.
So the little tin soldier joined the other toys on the playroom table. And even though he couldn't talk, he did a great deal of thinking.
How pretty she is. Even though I'm only a common tin soldier, I'll guard her with my life.
He has such a kind face. I wish I could reach him.
And that night, when all the household was asleep, it was the toys' turn to play. The dolls had a tea party, the mechanical soldiers marched up and down, the music box played and the top spun all by themselves. Only the little tin soldier remained steadfastly at attention, and the little doll went on holding out her arms. And neither of them moved a muscle.
I will love her as long as I live.
How I wish he would stand a little closer.
But unknown to them, they had an enemy.
I don't like the way they look at each other. The doll is mine. I must get rid of this intruder.
The next morning, the boy moved the tin soldier onto the windowsill, and the wicked Jack and the Box saw his chance.
I know how to work my own spring. I'll give him a surprise.
The little soldier has fallen out.
What do I care? He can't move, so he's no good to me anyway.
I suppose I should try to call out, but one shouldn't shout when one is in uniform. I wonder if anyone will ever find me.
And before long, someone did find him.
Hey, look what I've got. He's pretty funny looking. Let's make a boat and put him in it. Here, this old paper will do.
Swiftly, the two boys fashioned a crude sailing boat, and with the little soldier standing beside the mast, they set it down in the gutter.
On your way, little man. Look at him go. Let him go.
My word, I've always wanted to go on a voyage, but I didn't think it would be like this. If only she were here with me, I wouldn't care how rough it was.
Suddenly, the boat was swept into a covered drain.
Dear me, how dark it is. And the water is getting faster and faster. I must remain at attention whatever happens.
Then the boat shot out of the drain and into a great canal.
And it's starting to rain. This is too much. My boat's beginning to break up. My poor ballerina. Shall I ever see you again? Goodbye, world. Goodbye.
But there were more surprises in store for the little soldier. As he began to sink, a most amazing thing happened.
My goodness, it's dark in here. And how this fish does twist and turn. Someone must have him on the line.
How right he was. And now the most astonishing events began.
It's awfully quiet all of a sudden. Now what's going on, I wonder? My word, that was close.
Why, look at this. Did you ever see such a thing?
It looks like my soldier, all right.
He's no good without his paint, though.
He was no use anyway. What good is a soldier that can't even march?
I'll stick him up here beside that silly doll.
Now at last, the little tin soldier was standing close enough to his lady love to touch her, if he could move his arms. So there they stood, he at attention and she with her arms held out to him. So near and yet so far.
How gallant and brave he looks. If only I could tell him how much I care for him.
How sweet she is. And I thought I'd never see her again. But I dare not reach out to her. I'm still on duty, even if my colors have run.
But the wicked Jack-in-the-Box was not through with them yet. Sensing their loving thoughts, he became enraged.
Gah! Look at them. It's more than I can stand. This time, I'll finish both of them.
With a terrific spring, he swept them both off the table.
What did you do that for?
I didn't touch it.
You did. Didn't.
Together, the sweethearts lay motionless on the floor.
Now look what you've done.
I didn't touch it.
Well, it's no use now.
And she's no use either. Look at the mess she's in.
I'll throw them in the toy chest. At least they'll be out of the way.
And they were indeed out of the way. And together at last. So you see, you shouldn't ignore toys because they are plain or broken, for they may have a life of their own. And our little doll and her steadfast tin soldier, why, they lived happily ever after.
Santa Claus. I used to make toys like all the other little brownies, but that was when I was much younger. Now Santa has a special job for me. Did you ever hear the door close? And you look around, and there isn't anybody there, and the shutter goes bang, 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 bang. Is that your daddy? Well, it isn't your daddy. Nor your mommy, neither. It's me. I'm the little brownie that goes around to all the children's houses to see if they've been good little boys and girls. Yes, sir. I know all about you little boys and girls. I know the ones that ate their breakfast and those who put away their toys. Which brings me to the reason why Santa sent me here to talk to you. From what I see, and from what we hear way up in Toyland, a lot of the toys that Santa and his brownies have worked so hard to make get broken and lost and left out in the rain. You see, I have another job, too. All of the toys that are broken and forgotten, Santa has me pick up in a big basket and take to the land of lost and forgotten toys. Well, none of the toys first gave toys life, but then you would appreciate them more and take better care of them. Toys first learned to talk a long time ago in Toyland. It happened on Christmas Eve. Once upon a time, Santa and his brownies had just finished making all the toys for Christmas, and Santa was getting ready to take them to all the good little boys and girls. Well, sir, every Christmas Eve, Santa has a cup of tea with an old friend, because a cup of tea gives Santa just the right send-off for his long, fast journey.
Oh, dear Fairy Snow Queen.
Said Santa.
Won't you come have a sugar cookie and a cup of hot tea with me?
A cup of hot tea, cried the Fairy Snow Queen in horror. Mercy, no. I would rather wait.
Oh, I see.
But I will come and have a sugar cookie with you. It's much nicer than tea.
And that's exactly what she did. But Santa had been working so hard with his brownies to get all the toys ready for Christmas Daddy forgot all about the sugar cookie. Snow Queen, dancing in the snow. She was the most beautiful fairy of all. But I'll tell you a little secret. She loves to play jokes. Santa Claus.
Merry Christmas.
Why, I bet that old sugar cookie isn't even up there. That's a fine thing. Oh, dear. Oh, Oh, but I'm the fairy Snow Queen, and I ought not to be treated like this. You do. And there's certainly no harm in a tiny little joke. Let's see what I could do. Oh, what a funny-looking little doll. I wonder how it would be if, of course, I grant all these toys life. Oh, this will be a wonderful joke. And besides, it might be fun.
Well, well. What's going on here?
Look at us! Look at us!
I can eat candy.
I can sing.
I can dance.
I can walk. I can walk too, Santa.
I can march. Look at us, look at us, look at us.
Hello, Santa. You were asleep when I came for my sugar cookie. I thought I would play a joke on you and grant all the toys life. Aren't they wonderful? All right.
Singing, I'm singing. Look at me, Santa. I can sing too. Let's all try and sing together while starlight fills the sky. She's stuck.
Change the toys back so I can put them in my sack.
Oh, not yet, Santa. Let me show you how I can march.
Oh, yeah.
My.
Just like a real soldier, aren't I? Me, watch me.
Quickly, Fairy Snow Queen. Change him back or he will break himself sure.
Oh, don't worry, Santa.
Look out, look out, look out.
Jack, you stay in your box.
Can't stop, can't stop, can't stop.
change them back, Fairy Snow Queen, before something terrible happens to them. They may get hurt or fall in love.
All right, Santa. Oh, but they're having such fun.
They will not fall asleep again. But please, change the toys back to toys before they break themselves.
All right, Santa. Now, toys, be as Santa made you. Toys!
Change. Look, they're still the same. Is this another one of your jokes?
A joke, a joke, a joke.
No, I'm not joking now, Santa. I don't know what the matter is. Everything seems connected.
But you must change them back. Oh, what is it? Why are you crying?
I've lost my magic power.
But why, Fairy Snow Queen? Why?
Well, Santa, the Queen of the Fairies told me that if I didn't stop playing jokes, she would take away all of my magic power for 400 Christmases.
Fairy Snow Queen. But what shall I do? I have no toys to give the children for Christmas.
I know. Oh, dear, oh, dear.
We don't want to be just toys.
We don't want to, we don't want to, we don't want to.
We don't want to be just toys.
Just toys, just toys, just toys.
That's it. That's how magic would work. You see, Santa, as a Fairy Snow Queen, my powers are limited. I can only back to toys again.
Oh, you should have thought of that before you changed them.
I know I should have, Santa. I'm very sorry. And I will never play jokes on anyone again.
But what shall I do? It's time that I started.
Maybe. Santa! Now, toys, you've all had to see how it is to be alive. You've had your fun. Please let me change you back. Oh, please. I want to sing all the time.
I want to march all the time.
We want to stay alive.
I want to eat candy and cookies.
That's what you were made for, to bring happiness to little boys and girls. You weren't made for living. Would you have all the little children in the world crying on Christmas? It's not easy being alive. Why, you're so tiny. How will you get along with no little boy or girl to look after you? What will become of you? Toy soldier, you can only march now. But alone in the big world, lost and broken, your leg will fall off. It will be very sad. I'll tell my brownie Christmas sled there will not be any toys. Tomorrow, Christmas morning, which is usually
Santa, may I make a suggestion?
Oh, of course.
Well, how would it be to let all the toys come to life for 1 hour every night at 12 o'clock? Then, appoint one of your brownies to go around and ask the toys if the little girl or boy they belong to have been nice to them. It would be a wonderful way to check up on the little boys or girls. And besides, it might be fun.
Oh, boy, that's a fine idea, Fairy Snow Queen. Would you agree to that, toys?
A conference, a conference, a conference. Agreed, agreed, agreed.
Oh, and you, my little brownie, will hereafter be called Snoopy. That will be your job, to check up on the dolls and record complaints.
Yes, sir, Santa. Yes, sir.
And now, Fairy Snow Queen,
Now, toys, please go back to the position you were in when I first granted you life.
What's that?
Listen, someone's crying.
It's the musical doll.
Oh, look, Santa, look.
I've never seen a doll cry before.
Musical doll. Why are you crying?
I didn't know. Oh, dear.
I was afraid of this. With whom are you in love, musical doll?
With the toy soldier.
Imagine love.
How does it feel?
Does it hurt? Is it nice?
Go away, all of you. I'm in love with the musical doll, too.
Very Snow Queen, what shall we do?
Well, the toys cannot be changed unless the musical doll and the toy soldier agree to be.
Oh, dear.
We agree to change, Santa. We wouldn't want to make all the little children unhappy. But before we do...
You see, toys, it's not easy being alive.
Yes, we need that.
Are you both ready now?
One last thing, Santa.
Oh, hurry, toy soldier.
Let me give you my gold medal as a token of our love.
And hereafter, all musical dolls will wear gold pins in remembrance of the two toys who fell in love.
How nice. How sweet.
Fun.
And now, Fairy Snow Queen, I believe we're ready.
Now, may all the toys be as Santa made you, with the ability to come to life for 1 hour every night at 12 o'clock.
Oh, thank you, Fairy Snow Queen.
You're welcome, Santa. Now, what shall I find to do? Good night, Santa. It was fun.
Oh, well.
Oh, dear. Oh,
Come on, Snoopy. There's no time to lose. Let's put the toys in the sack. This is Christmas Eve.
Yes, sir, Santa. Yes, sir. And a good night to you, and a Merry Christmas, too.